Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, this is not something that surprises me. I don't know if it surprises you, but it's something that it always happens in wars, always happens in wars. The fact that sometimes we are not hearing about these things, it doesn't mean that they don't occur. Why? Because men or human beings are involved. And when human beings are involved in wars, you see everything from A to Z. The fact that we don't find out is because the media and other interests keep a lid on. So what happened? Here is an article from NBC News, and this is it. This is the title. Videos, plural, appear, keyword, to show Israeli soldiers abusing bound and blindfolded Palestinian detainees. They appear to show. So there are some videos showing some Israeli military soldiers kicking and abusing some Palestinian detainees. And they say appear to show. Now, I always have a problem with this word appear when it's something obvious, but they say appear. Because when you say appear to, it leaves a little bit of doubt. I don't know, 10%, 20% when it appears. Like, for instance, you know what? In the middle of the night, I saw something that appeared to be like a human being. It appeared. But if I say, let's say you're going to go and tell your friends, I watched a video today with Emil, and he held in his right hand something that appeared to be a pair of glasses. No, motherfuckers. It doesn't appear. It is. They are. Okay, exist right here. You can see them. So when you say appear, that's kind of like a doubt. When you say it, don't use appear, because it kind of like limits the reality. So when these guys say appears to show, no, I'm not going to play the videos here for obvious reasons, which is freedom of speech provided by the platform, which is not a platform, it's something else. So let's look and read what these guys are saying. Several videos have emerged on social media appearing to show Israeli troops abusing bound and blindfolded Palestinian detainees. Some of the footage, first noticed on the social media platform X on Tuesday and reviewed by NBC News, shows Palestinian detainees laying on the ground naked. Now that is abuse, isn't it? In one video, that is degradation. And one video, a man is kicked in the stomach as he kneels, then spit on. Oh, that sounds like something that Romanians would do. Just kidding, not. In the most graphic scene, soldiers stand around a group of blindfolded Palestinian men whose hands are tied behind their backs. Most of the detainees are shirtless or completely naked. They're with their balls out, okay? An Israeli soldier can be seen stomping on the head of one Palestinian man who is on his back. Lay on your back, Palestinian. You don't want big love here. What's going on here? Anyway, so, all right. Can be seen stomping. That means jumping with the boots. They have boots, okay? Don't have flip-flops. On the head of one Palestinian man who is on his back. His bound hands covered his face. The man cries out for his mother in Arabic. That tells me he's not very old, don't you think? He is then dragged away, screaming like I will drag this cat right now. No, we don't go anywhere. We friends. Much of what is said in that video is not audible, but two phrases can be heard in Hebrew. And I'm quoting, anyone who shouldn't be here, please leave. And the other one is, pick him up, move there. The soldiers' uniforms in the footage, again, appear consistent with Israel Defense Forces attire. Now, listen to this. In response to inquiries about the videos, the IDF, Israel Defense Forces, issued a series of statements. So that's why it doesn't appear. It is so. And listen to this. I'm quoting the Israel Defense Forces. The conduct of the force that emerges from the footage is deplorable, like Hillary Clinton, and does not comply with the Army's orders. The circumstances of the incidents are being examined. They did not deny those guys were their soldiers. The IDF said it also acknowledged that it was aware of at least 2 incidents shown, and the commanders were reviewing the cases. Disciplinary actions will be applied accordingly, the IDF. So here is just one picture. Nothing much here. The guy was blindfolded here, and this guy is dragging him around. But you don't see the rest, and I'm not going to play anything here. So the NBC could not independently verify where or when any of the footage was shot. The circumstances under which the videos were captured are also unknown, as are the events preceding and following them. Oh, now you want to know the context. So beautiful. You see, these guys now they want to know the context. When, and I'm not defending it, when Hamas attacked Israel on October 7, nobody talked about anything from the past. They didn't talk about the circumstances, the nothing. Year 0 is October 7. Before that was nothing. The same with Ukraine. Russia attacked Ukraine unprovoked. The history starts only in February 24th, 2022. Nothing before. See how logical they can be when they want. So that tells me they are crooks. They're not only dumbasses, they're crooks. Because look at this. Could not independently verify where or when. Doesn't really matter, okay? Any of the footage was shot. The circumstances under which the videos were captured and are also unknown, as are the events preceding the following them. That means we don't know if those guys tried to kill the poor soldier's parents. Therefore, these guys are entitled to treat him like that. That's basically, you know. But as I always say, the context is important. It's very logical what NBC News says here. My problem is they are doing it just because the role is like that, and they know what they're supposed to say. If the soldiers would have been Russian soldiers, I guarantee you 99.9% that the NBC would not insert that little thing with what was the context, what happened before, we don't know. So, you know, trying to find a little bit of okay. However, in a story published Wednesday, the Times of Israel described a set of images and videos, including the footage reviewed by NBC News, that it said show all Israeli soldiers mistreating Palestinian detainees in the occupied West Bank. The Israeli news outlet Ynet, meanwhile, reported that the incident involving the naked detainees were shot near the Gaza Strip. Near, not even in the Gaza Strip. My friends, and it says here, the assailant speaks in Hebrew, Arabic, then Hebrew again. Listen, did you like past good morning? Now he wants us to speak in Arabic. Good morning, whore. Good morning, whore. Spit on you, sheep fucker. Right? Okay, well, is it verbal abuse? It depends who does it, right? Let me show you that I was on my face. So, right here. This is what I was reading, and it says in the graphic video showing a bound man kicked as he kneels, only the assailant's foot and leg are visible on camera. However, the detainee is next to a car, and the attacker's reflection can be seen in its hood, appearing to show a man in uniform. It's not the only one. The assailant then spits on the prostrate man. Here, another video depicts another thing. It's just, it says Israel is a signatory, and they don't give a fuck, of Geneva Convention, which regulate the conduct of armed conflict. Really? What they're doing in Gaza right now, it's really Geneva Convention flushed down the toilet. Those rules forbid humiliating and degrading treatment and stipulate that detainees must be dealt with humanely. Well, I'm not blaming only this military or these guys over there. I'm pretty sure that happens all sides. Why? Because we deal with humans. You think I'm bad? Just go around the block a few times and you're going to realize, and you don't have to go in a war. Go in a neighborhood. Go to school, a bad school. Because in a bad school, people show who they really are. You think that the well-behaved kids don't have the same... they have it. But those things are in there, which is good. That makes them appear civilized. Put those good kids, or put good men, like me, in a situation where they are, cornered pretty bad, and they will lose their self-control. That's how we are, my friends, more or less. It's just how soon, how quickly we do that. But eventually, most of us will lose control. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.